Well, you had to figure that the coach was not going to start me. Well, I don't know. He may still start me against Boston, but I haven't gotten back-to-back starts yet. Even when Lehner was injured last season, or in season 2, or whatever season Lehner was injured in, we didn't even get back-to-back starts. We didn't get back-to-back starts after that win against Florida there on the 27th. And then look what happens. Lehner comes in and he loses to Detroit. And now I have to play the second half of a back-to-back on the road in Toronto. I swear, if I don't get that Boston game after the way I've played the Bruins, you're going to really regret it. Oh boy, the Air Canada Centre. I know, it's not the Air Canada Centre, but I'm going to pretend like it is the Air Canada Centre because it will always be to me. We've only played, if my memory serves correct, one game here in Toronto, and it was season 2. And it was an absolutely wild one. Alex Nedeljkovic is now a member of the Leafs. Enjoy that spotlight, being a goaltender for the Leafs. I don't envy that position. But we played that crazy game here in Toronto. Right? If you go back, I think it was season 2. You go back and watch that wild one. Hopefully this game does not end up that same way, and we can have a much better performance. And right off the hop, we put a tough one on Nedeljkovic. I'm assuming this Leafs team, they still got Marner, they still got Matthews, they got to have Nylander maybe, some of the same firing offensive pieces, and we already see a shot from Mitch Marner. That didn't take very long. And Mitch Marner going for it. Here we go. We're going to play that one. Sometimes it's best to just freak out and send it all the way down, and it is an icing. We're getting ever closer. Hey, he's played 43 games and has that 912. With just one shutout, that's the best you have. We've had a chance at 2 extra shutouts this season, and they've been foiled in the third period. So look at Dougie Hamilton go right up the middle, right at the Leafs. He's not afraid. Marks on his back door. Look at that. Perfect feed to Marchessault. We just pick up where we left off. Right out of the gate, scoring. You can stand witness to that. Just a perfect low to high play. 2 Leafs players completely making out in the corner over there, have absolutely no idea what the hell's going on. And we feed it perfect. Look at that. They're caught up on that one defensively. No one covers Marchessault on the back door. And just what the doctor ordered. An early goal to get us settled in against the Toronto Maple Leafs. But my fear is how much offense are we going to see? It seems like, right away, we get a second one. Sean Monahan. What is going on? Overpowered. Alex Nedeljkovic with back-to-back goals against. That didn't take any time at all for Vegas. We have been non-hesitant with this offensive attack. I thought it would be the Leafs that would be doing this. Well, this is what I'm a little bit nervous about, is just how many shots will we see Toronto put on the net. I mean, we didn't see Florida put a whole lot on. They had a maximum of 21 shots on the net in that last game. Will Toronto have similar numbers? Strike fear into the heart of any goaltender. Dickinson, will we see our first shot since Mitch Marner? Sandin. Oh, I love that it's right in front of us. We've just learned how to be so calm. Gets it back on the forehand, walks it to the middle, and a save off of the Perron shot. All right, so he's going to have to wait a second. Here we go, Mitch Marner again. And he stood up on the blue line by Theodore. Mitch Marner, loose puck, dangles. Thank you, Shea Theodore. Even though it's not been the ideal start for this Leafs team, we have that one off of Browning. Van Riemsdyk trying to get to it in off of the point is Burns, and he was separated from the puck in a big way. Oh, they tried that move on the forehand. It didn't work this time from his point position. Mitch Marner, a nice drag, and a rocket shot that goes all the way back to Alex Nedeljkovic. Dickinson with a friend and trying that deceiving pull-up shot. It doesn't fool me. Trying to do something with it. Brent Burns is just off the mark. Austin freaking Matthews. Look at that. We just stand up and kick it away. Van Riemsdyk, it's in there somewhere, and it's forced back to the boards. Sends it up the boards. John Tavares. I mean, it's one Leafs player after another. So much offensive talent on this team. Tavares is off the stick side. All right, we got a little bit of something going. A nice rebound chance, but no one there to put it in the net. Already a minute remaining in the first period. This one's flown by, and it's flown by with ease for Vegas. Stone on the backhand, finds Marchessault. We just found one-timers everywhere on the ice in this period. And again, they miss it. We have to push it into the corner from the glove. And the Leafs are going to push for offense at the end of this period. They're going to be going for it. 3 seconds. You know, Sandine, we just make a simple save, turning it away. And that's how the first period will end. The first period stats, shots are 8-6 in favor of Toronto. So obviously a much closer game from that perspective. A very awkward backhander for Nedeljkovic. But much closer from that perspective, but it's still 2-0 Knights. The difference is we put the rubber puck in the back of the net. But Austin Matthews, he's going to threaten to do the same. Man, they need to really readjust the sights tonight. Toronto is missing so many chances to hit the net. Way up there, cherry picking. Mitch Marner went for a big one, and then he got a big one in return. Be ready for a pass across Dickinson. Oh, it's bouncing around like a pinball. Looks like the Leafs has tuned it up a little bit defensively in this period. They've definitely played a lot better on that side of the puck. So you would imagine there would be some sort of drop there. Oh, get back. What? What in the hell was that? Having to do some sort of gymnastics in our crease just to keep it out. This is getting way too crazy. Oh my gosh. Seal it, please. Missed shot off of the it's Armia behind the net. Bounces back. We try to cover it or something. We get the paddle, but I don't know why you don't cover it. Allows Armia to get it, and then he misses. Oh, it's deflected. That's why. Deflected back to us off the outside of the post as we freak out and have a conniption fit. And now it trickles out to Theodore. Theodore turns it over right here. Well, he allows himself to get board pinned. Oh, there's a play by Hamilton right there off the back of the net. Armia gets to it first. In front, low to high. A good stick by Perron. And then Theodore's trying to bat it out of midair. He does. And then we have to get it between the pads. The deceptive pass back to the point after faking the shot. I like that. Oh, my goodness. If you score on my own net. Monahan. Oh, the Nedeljkovic save. And sometimes when these guys, they block it down or they try to knock it down with their stick, they just make the job harder. I'm the goaltender. Let me do my job and handle the task at hand. Just gets it in. Nope. That's not my place. That's not my place to get that. And we're back in the crease in time. Gallagher digs it out and feeds it. Oh, how did they make that work? I don't know. It's a conspiracy theory. Mark Scheifele, a one-timer. He was covered as well. I don't know why he'd feed it there in the first place, but Gallagher, I guess he just knows something that none of us know, and it doesn't matter because Scheifele found a way to put it in the back of the net. Irregardless, stick is there. He's doing his job. He just doesn't get a piece of it. That's the only thing Matheson doesn't do there. Okay, so we're doing to Toronto what we did to Florida, which is go up 3-0, complete offensive domination. We've limited their chances. This is a complete replica of the Florida game. Hopefully the third period doesn't go the same way. This is John Tavares, one of the last offensive threats you want to face. There's a nice kick, face-off win, and it goes right to Gallagher. Monahan, I mean, if you miss that, you don't deserve your paycheck. It goes right to Gallagher and then goes right to Monahan. And poor Alex Nedeljkovic, he was caught out. I think he was on his butt, was he not? I mean, he fell over. No, he's in the butterfly, and he's trying to double push across, but his pushes are not fast enough. To be fair, I mean, this is a really fast bang-bang type play. Rebound perfectly placed for Monahan. And again, if you don't score that, you shouldn't be playing in the National Hockey League, especially on the top line. And that's it for Alex Nedeljkovic. I accidentally hit X, so I don't know who's coming in relief. Once again, just like the Florida game, I don't know who's coming in relief. Does this team have a temp? Uh-oh. Oh, I bumped the puck just ever so subtly, and it still kicked it out into the slot. I got bailed out. Does this team have a template from that Florida game? It certainly looks like it. We found a way to just pepper Nedeljkovic in the dying minutes of this period. Oh, we just get a piece of the Matthews one-timer. So he goes way up to Austin Matthews. 5 seconds, we will see a shot. Oh, that was pretty dirty from Mitch Marner. You know, I needed to get over because I was definitely expecting a one-timer. If we made a save on that, after he held on, he did not shoot it right away. He held on to it, and I would have been blown away if we made a save on this. He completely handed me that one. Completely had me wrapped up. I didn't know what to do. I was expecting a shot. He held onto it and then put it on the backhand. Smart move by the AI to not shoot that right away. Ball buster, because that happens with 2.7 seconds, and it breaks the shutout. All right, so we got 20 more minutes in this rink with the Toronto Maple Leafs, a team that we know is a threat to just score at any time. We saw what Mitch Marner did to us. He carved us up like a pumpkin on Halloween, and we got Mitch Marner. We just need to settle it down for the last 20 minutes here. I want to see the Leafs' chances on the offensive side of the puck limited, extremely limited. So that we know what kind of firepower these guys have. Scheifele and the one-timer. We have equal firepower as well. Mitch Marner, oh my goodness, Mitch Marner. Windmill, not this time, Mitch. You guys have got to learn how to get it out beyond that blue line. I mean, we're just handing it right here behind the blue line. We're just playing around with it again. We've got it again down low to high, looking for that backdoor one-timer. Our cheese right there. Matthews right there. We got it. There it is, David Perron in the slot, and a really good blocker save by not Alex Nedeljkovic. He's been replaced in the net by Jake Allen. That's an interference penalty, so Nedeljkovic has not gone yet, or Jake Allen is still not Nedeljkovic. Armia with the net empty on a delayed penalty. There's the touch by Hamilton. It's going to be interference. Big surprise there. Brendan Gallagher, also a big surprise there as well. And we really need some variety in the penalties. I think everyone can agree on that one. We just see interference all the time. Well, this just isn't it. Putting the Leafs on a power play in the third period, this is not it. This is not what I want. Brent Burns on the point. Tavares there. Matthews there. I'm not sure who's on this unit. Tavares. Stolen by Carlson. Right out would be good. That's good. This is high danger time right now. Tavares. Thank you, Hamilton. The more we get bailed out here, the less stressful this is going to be. Tavares missed it. We recovered to the post way too much. Oh, that's not fair. That's just not fair. It's just not fair. I mean, they walk it out on the short side, and I knew he was going to try that move, and I still couldn't stop it. 50 points in a season is worthy of the Hall of Fame. Dude, there's guys that put up 120 points in the season. But this is just 5-hole. That's what it is. 5-hole. We just don't drop enough fast enough. I really didn't need to give up a second goal in this game because now the pressure is on to stop these guys from scoring 3. And I think we'll be lucky to see 20-some shots in this one. Backdoor. Oh, we almost went bar down. If it's not Matthews and Marner, it's Tavares and Marner. Hands off. Oh, there it is. Jonathan Marchessault, and he was prevented from scoring by the crossbar, and a little bit of fortune for the Toronto Maple Leafs, but this time, not so fortunate is Jake Allen, as Jonathan Marchessault scores his second of this game, and this game is out of reach. I mean, it was already out of reach, but this just further puts it out of reach. All right, hopefully the remainder of this period is friendly to us. We just have 8 minutes we need to survive. See a few more shots, make a few simple saves, get out of the period. Mark Scheifele pulling up, sauce to Marchessault, going for that hat trick. Look for the pass. There it is. Into the catching glove. And that's why you charge the net. Oh, a great keep by Stone. This could be a chance. Walks in, forces it on the backhand. And the rebound for Mark Scheifele. He has his second of this game. So we have 3 guys with 2 goals in the game. It is Monahan, Scheifele, and Marchessault. Those are the 3 guys that are threatening for a hat trick for Vegas, which is just insane. Actually, it's just ludicrous. It's ludicrous, insane in the membrane. All right, guys, let's just get this game over with, then hop on the plane and go to Ottawa, or whatever form of transportation we're taking to Ottawa. Let's just, or Boston rather. We're going to Boston next, actually. Then Ottawa. It would make more sense geographically to go to Ottawa. Dumped in by Joel Armia. This is for me to play, and then I got a guy right up there. Look at that. Perfect timing for Perron to get there. And Matthews is off the mark. Tried to move it. Oh, we get a good save there. Kind of lucky. Maybe Connor Brown will return to Toronto. I'm not sure. He fanned on it. Got the puck back. And we're going to reach behind us as we fall over, trying to hold on to it for a whistle. We've played really, really well. That's going to do it. A victory in Toronto with pretty much no drama. But very few shots for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I don't know what to do to make the AI shoot it more. They're just not shooting it enough. Well, I always appreciate a good W. We didn't even play that bad. 2 goals against in Toronto. The problem is 16 total shots from the Toronto Maple Leafs. That's just not enough to be able to make some sort of save percentage work there. We were 4 shots away from 20, which would have put us at an even 900 in this game. But, 875 is not terrible for the amount of shots we see. I'm trying to think of the goals that we gave up. We gave up the Marner one, the Mitch Marner one at the end of the second period, and then the Austin Matthews 5-hole. It's 2 kind of tough ones. The Marner one I wish I could have back, but 2 goals against, I mean, let's just look at purely from a goals against standpoint, not terrible. I knew this was going to happen. They're not going to give me the start in Boston. This is a team that I have routinely shut down, almost had 2 shutouts against in the career. We're 96 overall. I've been getting you wins, and you don't entrust me with the net. I basically have been sitting without any game action for a month. So our last start was the Toronto Maple Leafs. On the 30th, we sat for Boston. We sat for Ottawa. Then the team was off for a long time, more than a week. And then I didn't start against Vancouver. I didn't start against Pittsburgh. Didn't start against Florida. Didn't start against Seattle on my birthday, might I add. Then didn't start against Anaheim. And finally, we've been given our first start in a long time, not at home, but on the road against the Minnesota Wild. All right, we're in Minnesota. We've played some interesting games in this building before. We played some pretty decent games here. And we played good against Minnesota. I think our first really good game back in season 1 or 2 came in this building. So I'm excited to give it another go in the state of hockey. And again, Marc-Andre Fleury, he's actually on Minnesota. Wow. The game imitates real life. But he's also our former mentor. He taught us everything we know to get to 96 overall. And now we have to show him up on his home ice. Teravainen on the Wild. And Hampus Lindholm now. Kaprizov going to be such a threat in this game. Teravainen rolls in the corner. Stone peeling away. Stick checked at the point. Held in by Nurse. Marchessault, a low shot. Rebound there for Scheifele. He didn't go for it, Marchessault. We're all over that front of that Minnesota crease. I hope Fleury is ready because this team has been on it offensively when we've been playing. So when we've been given a start, this offense just goes and they don't stop. Time to show up the old master. Show Marc-Andre Fleury everything that we've learned since he departed from Vegas. Timashov, a lot of net to shoot on as I had lost track of it. Shot in this game windmill by Timashov. There's our first action and a little bit sketchy. Yeah, this is getting sketchy. Well, we've got every opportunity. A good pad save. Looking for a one-time pass, maybe? He's got the back. Oh, that's unfortunate. Timashov just banks it in. We have like a Mitch Marner situation once again where I know I need to get there for a one-timer, and they don't take a one-timer. I don't think I got any help from my defenseman. I think he knocks it down right there. I need to see this again from a different angle and slowed down so I can see if Timashov receives the initial pass, and then and then he just pulls it on the forehand. They are learning that I'm going to anticipate the one-timer. Well, that is just not a wicked 6 start to this game, not how you want it to go. Already down 1-0, and just not seeing any real action to start with. There's some shots now that I mention it, and that was a nice play by Scheifele. He avoided a hit, and now a rip from Stone. There it is. Stone. Oh, it's somewhere behind Fleury. He has to roll over on top of it. As Teravainen lugs it up the ice here for the Minnesota Wild. Kaprizov is over the net. Maybe a deflection. Kaprizov. Oh, no. Here, I'm going to move that at the last second just before a whistle. Pinned along those boards. It's going to be held up for a moment. But Carlson continues to push the offense. And Fleury another save. Yeah, that's going to be tough for a left-handed shot there from the angle he was shooting at. I actually prefer to be as a left wing. As a left shot, it makes more sense to be on that right side for that shot. Timashov, we're trying to bait him into a shot. It didn't generate anything on net. Timashov again. Will we see a shot from him or a pass across? We got to be ready for the one-timer. There it is. We've handled it with ease. Look at this. Speed up the wing. And then trying to maybe go around the world with it. That feed to the center zone didn't work. Good pass to hit the trailing player. Theodore, rebound available for Scheifele. It's right there. I mean, you know what? Screw you guys. I'm going to get it. if you're not going to get it, I'm going to get it. Throw it right down low on the pad. You got a chance to create a rebound and flurry with the glove. And then Rossi, a loose puck deke that failed. We've got that. Here, there's no time remaining on the period, basically. So we'll let our guys try to create one last offensive rush, and that is it. Not a really eventful first period, but the hard part about that one was Minnesota scoring the lone goal of the first period. Okay, so middle frame, need to find a little bit of offense. I don't even care if we score. If we can just generate the chances, wear down Minnesota, and hey, right out of the gate, 30 seconds in, we score Mark Scheifele on a backhand one-timer, and that didn't take long at all. We come right out of the gate, and we forge a goal. So that's all it took. One little one-timer, backhand flip, and we are tied. It's not been the most glamorous of games, but it's hard fought between these two teams. Rossi, he's ridden all the way down to the boards. This should be a shot from Teuvo Teravainen. He tried to shoot on glove side, whipping it around the points, trying to find a space in the middle. There it is, backdoor feed for Perron, and we've taken a 2-1 lead. It's only going to be a matter of time before this Vegas offense just finds a way and gets going. Once our feet hit the ground running, we just keep going. We don't stop. We don't slow down. We don't slow down for anybody. There are no brakes on this train. Well, we have very quickly turned the tide to open this second period up. Within the first 5 minutes, we've gotten 2 goals. The offense has been far and large improved, and off the face. Oh, he's going to need dental repairs for sure. Kempe in the middle. Timoshaw pulls up and finds Kempe, backhander over the glove. So again, we got back checkers, which is making it very difficult for Minnesota to find a player on the drop pass. It seems like they want to find the drop pass. We're finding it with excellence. We got Rossi pulling up. Yeah, we've got that one up high. Transition into offense is smooth like butter. And unfortunately, the shots right now are not smooth like butter. And in front for Stone again, low to high. Don't think I can envy what Marc-Andre Fleury has to do in this game. The task work for him is far and large more than what I've dealt with. And again, Pulock going to battle, going to wars behind the net with Minnesota in this game. Tuck on the wing, and basically a pass off the pads of Fleury and right to Darnell Nurse, who was up from the defensive position on this play. He actually led the rush and the break-in, and then had Tuck on the wing. He feeds Tuck on the wing, shoots low, and it's basically like a pass. It is a shot, but it works effectively the same way a pass would. And Darnell Nurse just plants himself right in the ideal position. And again, we score on the backhand. A pretty lousy second period for the Minnesota Wild. They're not going to enjoy this. When they go back into the dressing room and have to go over some things, they're going to have to regroup. They've given up 3 goals in this period, and they haven't put any offense on my net. Timoshaw, he's the lone goal scorer for Minnesota. He was looking for a little bit more there. Pull up. It's in the slot area now. We have it. Can't further that any more than that, but good job by Tuck going hard to the boards. There's a backdoor try for Perron, but looked like they were pretty well ready for that. Teuvo Teravainen. Seems like he's really been going in this game. That was a heavy blocker save. Oh, look at the glove. Just snatches it out of midair. Dougie Hams right at the center zone. That's it. Final horn of the horn at the end of the second period. It's not the final horn of this game. I wish it was. We could get out of this game with a 900 save percentage. I harp on 900 save percentage. It's got to be the main focus of the rest of this game. Rossi, a drag move, and we just handle that with flying colors. Uh-oh. No, this is where it gets really... Oh, my... I'm just waiting for it to go in the back of the net in the month of February. Pull up by Scheifele. I was expecting a shot, but they just love that little delay. They get it, and then it's a delay. Marchessault somehow finds a way to pot that one posted in. He's almost at 30 on the season. He had 50 last year, might I remind you. He had over 50 goals last year. I can't tell you the exact number because I haven't looked at it, but I mean, this guy knows how to score goals, and you let him get one right in the slot area, a bit uncontested, he's going to find a way to put it home. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I can't say that I haven't gotten goal support in the last 3 games I've played. This one now, and then Toronto and Florida. all these games on the road. And apparently I love to be given starts on the road. For some reason, I've been entrusted with another road start. Rossi, he's bailed out there big time. Yes, you have to anticipate it. You have to be ready for you have to make aggressive saves on those. There it is. And from one big save on the other end to a big goal on the other side, on the offensive side of the play. I mean, it always sucks when the other team makes a huge save on you and then they come right back down the other way and they score. And we've made mincemeat of every single goaltender we've faced in the last 3 games I've started. We've completely torn up Fleury tonight. We tore up Nedeljkovic and forced a goaltender pull. We forced another goalie pull. In all 3 games of the last 3 games we started, we have forced a goaltender pull as Ben Bishop comes in relief. So this is just wild. 3 straight games with a goaltender pull. Am I a cheat code or something? I mean, when I'm in the net, this team is playing unreal. Yeah, you got it. You got it, Darnell Nurse. Just don't turn it over right there, and I'll be completely fine with that. All right, we may have to just look at something. This team is so overpowered offensively, it's not funny. I'm glad I don't have to face this offensive threat, because look, we just keep going. One turnover after another. We keep it pinned in. Klingberg up to Kempe. We may look at AI difficulty. I'm not sure what the best setting to look at is. Fiala. Oh, look at that. We were moving, but we did hold on to the save. We're going to make you make saves until you can't breathe anymore. Ben Bishop, that's why Fleury was pulled. He ran out of oxygen. Uh-oh, Timashov. And we were cheating to the blocker side. We got a glove save. So what are we going to see? I would expect a pass. He's really wide, so you can cheat to a pass. They did have the one-timer. It was there. Klingberg. Good D from Murphy, so we got some help. His Timashov is good. He's going. Klingberg. Yeah, we got it. Good anticipating. Just knowing exactly what the AI are probably looking for. We made simple saves when we needed them. Marchessault with a guy driving. It's Shifley. Perfect handoff. And he does exactly. And then a weird celebration in the crease of Ben Bishop. But he did exactly what the AI have done to me in the last 2 games, where they get the feed, and then they pull it around on the forehand and tuck it. See it right there, and plenty of net for Mark Shifley. How would you like to be a goaltender and have to come in relief, cold off the bench, and face this team? This Vegas team, they're so good. This offense doesn't quit. No quit in the Vegas offense right now. Minnesota are Teravainen and Timashov, the T's. Double T. And they got Kaprizov, but he's been pretty silent in this game. We do let him know that we're still awake. You know, there's always a Vegas player to hand it off to. Someone's always open in this offensive system that we're running with. We're just rubbing it in right now. I mean, no quit in this team. I got it. Off the glass just to be safe. That might be an icing, but, you know, that's not my fault. You weren't in the neutral zone. You know, if I play the puck on a loose play like that, I'm going to try to go off the glass and out, because off the glass and out is the safest way instead of making a blind pass toward the neutral zone. There it is. I'll get back. Oh, I'm so lucky because he was not moving, even though I was pressing buttons on the controller frantically. Oh, boy. This is getting very hairy right now. Fiala bringing the heat, but we're as cool as a cucumber. Stolen by Brodin. So, you know, Timashov's going for it. Minnesota's going to be having to put something on that. They got to want to put something on that here. Oh, that's not it. That is just not it. Why would you take a penalty? There is 14 seconds left in the game, but it's an unnecessary, unneeded penalty. And it is, of course, Darnell Nurse. He can't help himself. He loves to go to the penalty box. Although we've not seen him in the box as much this year. And it is a trip, which is a much more rare penalty to see. You know, if they score on this, I'm really going to be livid. I'm going to be so livid. There is a one-timer directly behind the face-off man. Oh, this is not good. Rossi wins it. And then Hoffman, the rebound, we get a fortunate bounce with the rebound. We can clear. And I don't think Minnesota's going to get it up in the next 5 seconds. And that's it. A huge victory. We get back in the 900% save percentage range. And a huge win on the road. We just should play every road game. We've been dominant this season. And we limit the opposition again to 1 goal against. Maybe it's a little too easy, but hey, we stopped what we needed to stop. Regardless of the amount of shots we're seeing, regardless of the lack of action in some of these games, these are the numbers that we've been needing to put up throughout the career, and we're finally getting them. We're 96 overall. We should be putting up, you know, on average, above 900 save percentage in the majority of the games we play. Sometimes there's things I can't help, like the lack of shots from the AI, and even if I only give up 2 goals, sometimes it's 2 on less than 20 shots, which is a sub 900 save percentage. But tonight against the Minnesota Wild, we were able to put together another 950 save percentage. I mean, putting these numbers up, 1 goal against. This is how we've been wanting to play for a long time. We're coming for that Stars job, Robin Lehner, whoever's going to be in this Vegas net next year, assuming we're here. We're coming for that position. We're now rolling into March. So we're the first day of March here. It's, of course, trade deadline day is about 2 weeks away in the game world. And let's see, what do we got? Well, we got a little homestand coming up here after we finish this road trip out east. 3 games out east. Then we come back home for about 4. And then on the road to Anaheim for 1 little odd game out there out west before coming back home for a couple at home. 2 home games against St. Louis back-to-back. And then out to Dallas, back home against San Jose. And then LA, and then flying out back east again to play Carolina, the Islanders, Tampa, and Buffalo. We're getting so close, tantalizingly close to 900. We can definitely pull it off.